Welcome back for part 2 of my interview with radio host Mike Kelly.
All right, so let's, real quick, I want to cover a couple of the highlights, the Jeff highlights of Mike Kelly career. So let's discuss driving back from the shore and you decide it's time to get some hot chocolate. Now you're in the Datsun B210. The question is, are you in what car are you in? Are you in the Datsun B210 here?
I believe I was in the Datsun. I don't know. It could have been the Capri, but I think it was the Datsun B210. Nice little car. And you're on, what was that, 73 going through Jersey?
Let me be clear. The Datsun B210, you bought that with the Rusty Jones. You got Rusty Jones on that car.
Listen, I spared no expense. You got to get the Rusty Jones.
You got the Rusty Jones. Okay. All right. So you're coming back from the shore. What station were you working at there?
That was coming back from the shore. That could have been Boss 97.
Boss 97. Okay.
For sure. And it was a late night shift. It was an overnight shift.
Okay.
So here's what's happened. You're heading down there or coming back. Either way, it's not good. And in Jersey, they're king of the circles.
Oh, for sure. They love it.
So you're cruising along and you're doing your 65, whatever it is, 70 miles an hour. And then you see the light. And it looks like an Eda Joe's light. But it's really just a light saying there's a circle ahead. But it's just one big light going. You're cruising along, and you got that hot chocolate, you're having a pretty good time. And then, oh my gosh, it's a circle. So you slow down, you crank the wheel, and then you watch it. You just watch in slow motion as the hot chocolate slowly slides across the dashboard. And maybe you stop it the one way, but now it's coming back the other. And that's what it ends up in your pants.
and then not only do you have the problem of now the hot chocolate has soaked through your pants, but now your car reeks of hot chocolate, and then
still another 40 minutes driving to do. So first the burn, then the cooling, and then the smell. And it's summertime, so by the time you come back out to the car, no, it's not good. Not good.
It's not good. And you would think now, of course, the Datsun B210 didn't really have a dash.
Yeah.
It's not like modern cars where no. They're like, we're just going to throw a piece of dash in there. Yeah. And if you put something up on it, that's kind of on you.
Just back when, if you had 2 cup holders in the car, you were living. And I did not. I had the cheap model B210. I had the base. There was no cup holders in that bad boy. You just held it. So those are the days of the hot chocolate. And that chocolate, you had the fabric seats, and that just soaked in.
Right in. So unless you went out and cleaned your car for the rest of the time, like you go out on a date or something, and be like, okay, all right, I'm gonna get her into the car. Oh yeah. Look, before we get in, let's roll the windows down.
Ew.
Now, luckily, my dating prowess was so bad that was never a problem. So, if I got into the car, things were going well. It was going well. Things were going very well. I had to marry this one. She's actually getting in the car with me. It's something. That's something.
It's great. I hope I have a ring available.
Exactly how that goes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you left the shore. You worked there at the 97.
Right.
Then did you go straight to where you are now? Or was
there was, I can't remember the order. I think it was Boss 97, and then I went to TYO. No, some other place in Lansdale. That station has since left. It's since gone. It's completely folded up. I worked for a while. Worked down in Delaware, 3-hour drive. It was a 3-hour drive for a 12-hour shift. But it was my first gig. I was so excited. And I went down and I ran 3 different stations at the same time. Oh, it was great. It was great. Yeah, it was a country station, a sports station, and a top 40 station. Most of them were automated, except for the country station. I had to do like a 2-hour shift on this thing. I was horrible. I was absolutely the one. I came in for the first couple weeks I worked there, and it was a recorded. And they came in a record, a big album, and you put the album on, and the show just played. And every 30 minutes you come in, you hit some commercials, flip the album over, finish out the show. Well, the one weekend I come down to show that show no longer runs. So you have to run the show. So I was DJing a country station. And then one weekend I came down and I said, you know what? I don't feel like DJing today. So I'm just going to pull the album back out and put it back on. It's a countdown album. It's all old. It's not right. It's some guy getting a free advertisement. It was horrible, but I just did it because no one else was in the station. No one told me it was wrong.
Let me be clear. You were DJing a country station.
DJing a country station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about country. If it said Kenny Rogers, I was good. Other than that, no.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere.
Okay. So you're in the country station, but you don't know anything about country.
Nothing about country. It was a country station. It was also a top 40 station and a sports station. I was running it all. There was 3 stations in one little booth. I was running it all. And this is when I knew it was time for me to go. I did that. I thought I did it for a year. I look back, it was 3 months. And at one point, I'm driving down there. This is no lie. And a guy blew a red light. It was 3 a.m. I had to be there by 6. It was a 3-hour drive. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Guy blows through a red light.
Okay.
And I literally could see his face. He missed me by a foot.
Okay.
And my first thought was, if he had hit me, I'd had the day off. And as I continued on driving, I thought, maybe it's time to quit this job. So I quit that job.
So we're going to go with your immediate assessment does reflect some challenges with the job.
Yeah, that was
If he had hit me, I would have the day off.
That was my first thought. I thought that's not the first thought you should have.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 3 of my interview with radio host Mike Kelly.